Everyone, Don Walker here. I just sat and thought that whether I was going to make a video or just wake up in the morning and make another one. And it's Saturday, February 2nd, 10:53 p.m. And I'm still going here because I'm on a mission. And I just really something that came to my mind, and I just really felt compelled to make a video. And I was really thinking about my mom, and I just want to kind of express how my mom motivated me to be where I am now, and how her experience and what I've experienced with her before she passed on really inspires me to just keep moving. My mother was full Korean, and she came to the States on a mission and a vision to be financially successful. It wasn't but 2 years after working for people or in a factory that she didn't work for anyone for the rest of her life. She was a full-time, very successful entrepreneur, and it never really passed me. I mean, even though I went to school, I went to college, I graduated, I can never forget about the fact that my mother was just so good at being an entrepreneur. And I sit and analyze all the ups and downs, the obstacles she's endured, challenges, and how she overcame all those challenges. And I realized that I was a big part of that. I was a big part of doing a lot of her accounting, books, bookkeeping at home on the weekends. I helped work with her in her businesses. I helped do, working at the business. I mean, I grew up in family business, and it was a big deterrent for me to even have a brick and mortar business because I spent most of my life working behind the counter. I was a little kid behind the counter all the time, and I really didn't want to have that kind of life. So, and she didn't as well. She did it because she had no other choice. And she, of course, wanted us to go to college and have the best education as possible. But for some reason, here I am now, and I find myself working online as a full-time online entrepreneur, and I see that this is a viable outlet because I'm not having to be stuck somewhere, and I'm working to be able to create something that's sustainable and build on a foundation and a dynasty. And that's what I see, the power of the internet. But I have to attribute the foundation of my entrepreneurial spirit to my mother, because of all the pain that she's endured. She worked very hard, 20 or more so years, over 12 hours a day, or more, sometimes 15 hours a day. And it's what keeps me going, because my mother and my father was there alongside her. He was a military man, so you can understand how that goes. He worked very hard in the military, and he retired over 26 years. So he served his country and did his duty, and he deserved every bit of not having to work so hard. But she never stopped. There was a time where she could have retired, and she was over the $1 million mark, and she just had a desire to keep going because that was her vision, to be the best entrepreneur that she could be. And she had a promise to her family before she left Korea that she would be very, very financially successful, and she would be a multimillionaire. And I'm sitting here this late at night, and I just think about my mother, of how much power she had. Who would have thought just a 5'3" Korean lady would be so powerful and so strong? No, she was unshakable. And every time I think about the work that I'm putting on the internet, now I'm trying to lay down a serious foundation for myself and my family. I just think of my mother and how powerful she was, and it just keeps me going and inspired to keep moving and to endure anything. And that's really the heart of a true entrepreneur. What makes an entrepreneur keep going, because of a vision. It could take years, but in this case here with the internet, it won't take much longer, because I know how much leverage it has and how powerful the internet can be. And what I've seen is just unbelievable. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching my video. If you have would you like for more information, you can definitely click on the link in the bottom of the screen. I'm here to serve you and answer your questions. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your evening.